Let's see here. Okay. So, it's my first time streaming live. First edition of Coffee Talk. I'm just kind of doing this for me and really getting in the habit of documenting what I think. So that's why I'm doing this. But it's my first time going live, so for anybody that's going to watch, this is going to be morning talks, afternoon talks, even nighttime talks about plans that I have, any sort of motivation for the future, pretty much anything in general, kind of like a talk show type thing. Got my coffee here, so it's fitting. But I wanted to talk about bringing in 2018. I think it's really going to be a good year. I'm really, really optimistic. I just read my horoscope yesterday, actually, which I normally don't believe in horoscopes whatsoever. I don't think that they're necessarily true. But I read my horoscope for the year, and it looks really promising. I'm really, really excited. There's a lot I have going on, so I'm involved in a lot of business, a lot of marketing business. Recently, we just covered the New Year's event for Bourbon Street. I really, really, really enjoy marketing a whole lot. Now, this is something that I didn't even think I was going to be interested in whatsoever. I had absolutely no clue that this was going to be something that turned into what it is. But I'm really, really thankful for the way 2017 played out. I realized a lot. I learned a lot of really, really important, lessons, and kind of just narrowing down myself and my plans for the future and what I want out of life. And it's all coming together, and it's really really cool. So I'll take you guys back to the beginning of 2017. First 6 months where it began just like any other year. Actually, the turn happened about halfway through the year, where I decided that I was done struggling in life, and in general, just struggling with myself and what I wanted. And I really tried to sit down and figure out what it is that I wanted to do, and I came to the conclusion that I really, really wanted to just be successful in general, whether that was in business, as a person, in general. Just I wanted to be really, really successful. So I narrowed that down, and I said, well, okay, how do I become successful? And I don't think there's really an answer to that, like, at all. I don't think anybody has an answer to that. We all kind of just find our own way. But if you do what's in your heart, if you do what you love, then I feel like it'll come to you naturally. So I'm exploring a lot of different areas of business that I can, or marketing, I'm sorry, that I can, different avenues that I can take. And a lot of it is mostly generalized to social media marketing, me marketing on social media for small businesses. The accounts that I work with are relatively local to my area, Southside Chicago, and I think it's really, really cool. Now, this is something that I feel is kind of like a risk. I've had a lot of people say, well, what if you fail? What if you're not good? because I didn't go to school for marketing whatsoever, but I was so interested by it that it was almost impossible for me to not do anything. So real quick, sorry I'm stopping, but let's see what's going on here. It's really boring stuff. I have somebody's watching. Not many people. It's okay. But anyway, so I really didn't think I was going to be into marketing whatsoever. I thought it was going to be something that, just like anything else, I thought it was going to be a phase. I really did. And I became so intrigued by how social media works, and I used to absolutely hate it. So I think it's like it's really interesting that that I kind of am doing this type of work now. I used to preach against social media. I think it makes us all dumb in our own respective ways. It really pulls away from the human to human connection that we're naturally supposed to have. You know, a lot of people get stuck behind their keyboard and they become a different person, or they become wound up in their image and who they want people to see them as. So I think it's funny that I'm into social media now, and it's kind of like an avenue of my livelihood, and I just yeah, I think it's funny. So moving on though, it's like really interesting that social media is the way everything works now. Traditional forms of advertisement are not, like TV, radio, um, any type of just basic commercialized advertisement is not the same. It doesn't have the same message. A lot of people turn to social media, and I think it's really cool the way it works. There's a lot of things that I have found out about this type of marketing where I said to myself, I never thought that would be the case, but it is. So anyway, again, this is me just speaking mainly to myself, or anybody else that wants to listen. That's cool too. This is kind of like the first installment of many to come. I don't know how consistent this is going to be. I really don't have a plan with this. I'm just kind of doing it just to do it. So we'll see how it goes. But so far, I'm having a lot of fun. But my plans for 2018, really exciting. I'm working really closely with a business partner of mine. I'm sure some people know who he is. He's a very driven guy, and I feel very optimistic that we're going to do a lot of very good things this upcoming year. So 2018 is really exciting. I have a few resolutions. I know a lot of people, don't really take resolutions seriously, but I do. I've asked a handful of people, some important people, what are your top 3 resolutions? So for me, one of my top resolutions is better money management. That was number 1 for me. No spending money on frivolous things. Like, I don't need to go to the store and buy the super yo-yo that's supposed to go 500 feet long, when you use it. I don't know. It's just an example. I've never actually bought a yo-yo like that, but I think it's hilarious that I buy some of these things and I look back at myself. I find it in a drawer, deep in a drawer later on, and I'm like, why the hell did I buy this? Anyway, so that's number 1, better money management. Number 2 is, what was number 2? Number 2 was continuing to practice spiritual laws of success. So one of the highlights of my 2017 was reading, I decided to read a lot more, and I read a book called The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. It's really, really cool. One of the laws that stood out to me was called the law of detachment. And it's the idea of detaching yourself from the expected outcome of a situation that doesn't go your way, and instead using that energy towards something more positive, or turning it into a situation that is more positive. So since I've kind of adapted that mentality, things changed for me. Started to change for me a lot, like a tremendous amount. I can't even tell you how much that mentality changed the way that I think, the way I do things, the way I handle things. And I think that's something that everybody should practice. I think it's really, really important. I also think it's really cool that we, as human beings, well, I don't think it's cool. I think it's funny that we as human beings tend to get so wrapped up in the expected outcome of things that it debilitates us from being able to take that situation and turn it into something better. So, and then the third thing for me was obviously to be in better health. I used to be a lot healthier, a lot more athletic, and I just felt better about myself. Now, that's a goal for everybody, and it starts with discipline. So, physical routine discipline for me, I think, is good. I have somewhat of a routine, but not in terms of physical exercise or anything like that. So, that's on my list as well. I think it's really, those three things are really, really important to me, and I feel very optimistic that I'm going to be able to execute them and make my dreams come to fruition. So, yeah, those are some things for 2018. I'm really optimistic for it. If you guys have any resolutions, or if you agree with mine or whatever, give me some feedback. Give me some feedback on this video. If you want to talk about a topic or anything, like I said, I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of just going with the flow. This is the first of many, and I'm sure I'll get better at doing this. But I'm really, really excited for this year. I'm really excited for um, everything that's upcoming. I feel like the people around me are the people I have in my life currently are people that help lift me up, and hopefully I do the same for them. And I'm really excited for what the future holds for all of us, whether it's my family or my friends, or anybody that associates with me. I have a lot of good positive energy to put forth towards this upcoming year. So I'm really, really excited. And I felt better about the way my life is going more recently than I have in a very, very long time. So I'm really excited for this. I'm really, really happy. I know I sound monotone. It's what's today? It's Wednesday, January 3rd, 2018. It's 9 in the morning. I got up maybe like 6:30, and I was laying around, and I decided to do this. So hopefully this is helpful for some people. If it's not helpful, that's cool, whatever. I really don't care. Like I said, I'm doing this more for me anyway. But I'm really, really excited. I think this is the start to a brand new a brand new path, a brand new, I shouldn't say a brand new path, a brand new beginning, a new beginning. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna head out of here. I'm gonna get some stuff done. Probably gotta clean up around here a little bit more. I did some mass cleaning yesterday. But anyway, have a good day, guys. It's like I said, it's January 3rd. Have a good Wednesday. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Take it easy. Beep. Boop.